Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, guys. Come and make some breakfast with me, guys. I'm gonna have breakfast. You know, I love my oatmeal porridge. I love oatmeal porridge. Come, let's make it together, okay? Let us make some oatmeal porridge together this morning. How are you doing? I hope you're all fine. I hope you wake up feeling great this morning, energized, feeling happy, because we must make ourselves happy, okay? Yes, we need to make ourselves happy, happy, right? Hope none of us are sad this morning. And if you are sad, I am sad with you too. And I hope when you watch me and watch my video, watch my channel, you will become a happy person. Yes, make yourself feel happy. All right? Yes, this morning I'm going to be having some oatmeal for my breakfast. Oatmeal porridge for my breakfast. Sorry. Yes, so come and share with me and look how I make my porridge. All right? I love my oatmeal. This is my oatmeal, right? I'm gonna be using oats this morning. I have my vanilla, yes, to spice it up. I have my almond flavoring to spice it up. I have some nutmeg to spice it up. A pinch of salt. Yes, a pinch of salt is always good in your porridge. I have my cinnamon powder, spice it up, and I will be using my condensed milk to sweeten it, okay? Yes, so I'm gonna be using all of these in my porridge, and I have my pot here. I'm not making enough, it's just me alone, so just a little porridge this morning, all right? Yes, and I have my NutriBullet here. I love to just, blend out my oats a little bit. I like it that way. That's me. So I'm going to be blending out the oats a little. All right? So, follow me on my journey making my porridge. I hope you all have breakfast, You can come and have some with me this morning. Anybody here love oatmeal? Anybody love oatmeal? I love oatmeal. I love my porridge. Any type of porridge, but I do the easier porridge, right? Which is oatmeal. Yes, I don't need much. It's just me alone. So I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot, guys. Just a little. And I'm gonna be pouring a little water on it. I'm gonna use it. All right, not much, just to blend it out. All right. Yes, guys. I hope you're all okay now. I hope you're all doing good this morning, right? Yes, watch me. I think that's good enough, right? That is good enough. Yes. I hope it's not too thin. I hope it won't be too thin. I like my porridge thick. Yeah, I think that is it. That's good. How is everybody doing? Did everybody have breakfast already? I know some of you might be at work, Some of you might be at work. All right, I think this is good now. This is how I make my porridge. Let me see who is here with me. Good morning. Come, throw some ice. No, I'm not making, I'm making porridge. So I'm going to be putting it in hot water. Cam, doing swell, ma'am. Doing well, ma'am. No breakfast for me yet. It's only 12:30 a.m. 12:30? You mean in the morning? My time is 10:23. 10:23. Cam. Dexter, good morning. Dwight, hi, Dwight, how you doing? Good morning, Dwight. It's been a long while. I hope you and your family is doing good. Say hi to Mother B for me, please. Florida, man. Good morning from Florida. Good morning, and Dexter, good morning, everyone. Yes, help me make my porridge this morning, right? So now I have my water on and it's boiling. I'm gonna be pouring this in there, and as soon as I pour it in, you know, you need to turn it because you don't want any lumps in it, right? No, you know that oats easy to form up together, and you don't want any lump in your porridge. So you use a spoon and you turn it a little, right? Turn it and let it get smooth, right? Yes. We don't want any lump in our oats porridge, no. Any porridge at all you're cooking, if you're even cooking cornmeal porridge, once you pour the meal in the pot, you've got to stir it so that it won't get lumpy, right? Yes, you must stir it so it won't form up any lump. All right, I'm gonna be using a little water. Just to get the rest of this out, right? Get the rest out. Guys, everybody do their things differently, right? Everybody cook different. Everybody cook different. This is how I do mine. I'm alone, so I won't make a lot, right? The formation looks good. The thickness is good for me, right? Not too thick, but the thickness is good, right? Yes. I'm gonna be keeping my little dish here with some water, and I place my spoon in it, and I am gonna have this porridge cook nicely now. What I'm gonna do now, let me get some butter. Anybody put butter in their porridge? Anybody ever put butter in porridge? Yes, I put a little butter in there, a piece of butter in my porridge. You want to give your porridge a nice flavor, you know, a nice taste. And so, when you're cooking, you know, you must spice up your meal. Let your food taste nice. Everybody cooks differently, but you're gonna let your food taste nice, okay? Right? And then I'm gonna be adding a pinch of salt. Not much, but a little, right? Just to give it a little taste, a little salty taste. Not very salt, because if you put too much, when your porridge is finished, it's gonna be tasting very, very salt, and you can't do that, right? So you just put a pinch of salt in it. And I leave it here now to cook just for a few, because oatmeal doesn't take long to cook, right guys? Maybe just 5 minutes. 5 minutes cooking for oatmeal porridge. Oatmeal is something that you can eat raw. So if you're making your porridge, you won't keep it on the fire too long, right? No, you don't keep it on the fire too long. Just spray off the blade. Yes, so this is it now, and so I put it on low heat. And you know guys, when you're making your porridge, especially oatmeal porridge, it tends to boil over if you don't watch it. So you have to watch your porridge, right? Especially oatmeal, it will spill over, right? Yes. So you gotta watch it so that it don't boil over on your stove. And you don't want it to boil over anyway. And I keep my towel here to clean the stove, guys. When I'm cooking, you know, I like to clean up. Whenever I use anything, I wash up at the same time. So you won't see a lot of mess in my kitchen. You won't see a lot of plates in my sink because I like to just wash, place them in the drainer. When I'm cooking too also, once anything spill on my stove, I take my towel and I wipe it off because I don't want my stove to get messy and look dirty. My kitchen, I love my kitchen looking good. Yes, clean and fresh and nice. That's how I love my kitchen. So I always clean up my kitchen, right? And you're supposed to keep your kitchen clean because that's where you prepare your food. Anywhere you prepare your food, it must be looking clean and tidy, right? Yes. Wherever you're preparing your food, must always be looking clean and tidy. And I'm going to be doing a video on how to keep your kitchen clean, right? I'm going to be doing a video on that one. How to keep your kitchen clean, right? Yes. So, it's getting there. And whenever you're cooking your porridge, guys, remember, we don't drink porridge, you know. Anybody knows that? That you don't drink porridge, you eat porridge? Did anybody know that? Show a hand if anybody knew that. I learned that from when I was growing up, that you don't drink porridge, you eat porridge. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Somebody tell me if I'm correct. Tell me if I'm correct. We eat porridge, we don't drink porridge. Tell me if I'm right, you know. We are here to learn on this channel. My channel is a learning channel. So, talk back to me in the comment. Do we eat porridge or drink porridge? Which is it? Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to be going with a little cinnamon powder now. Not much, just to let it spicy. Right? Yes, just to get it spicy, and you're gonna stir it out. My porridge look a little bit thick. I don't want it thin. Right? You mix out the cinnamon powder. I'm gonna be going now with a little almond flavoring. This is good. It gives it not much. It gives your porridge a nice taste. The almond, you use it's the almond flavoring. This one, almond flavoring. Almond, it's an artificial almond flavoring. It gives your porridge a nice taste. And when you're baking also, right, these things give your porridge and your food a lovely taste. Now I'm going with my vanilla, and this is the one I'm using. Benjamin's vanilla. All right? So I'm going with this. And you can judge your vanilla. Don't put too much because you don't want to overcrowd the taste, right? So you don't put too much. Just go moderately. Use your stuff in moderation so that you get a good taste from your food. And when you cook your food, it's the best food. I love to prepare my own food. Right, guys? I love preparing my own food. And here I have my nutmegs, right? Yes, with my grater. All right? Some people use the powdered nutmeg. I love to use my own nutmeg. And I'm gonna grate some in it. And you know, nothing may give your cake or your porridge a nice flavor, right? When you're cooking, you just spice up your food. Spice up your food and cook your food nicely, right? You're gonna enjoy your own food. So you make it taste nice. You put it nicely together. Get your ingredients and you do your own thing and cook your food, and it will taste nice, and it tastes better too than the food that you go on the street and buy. I hate buying food on the road, so I love to prepare my own meal. Yes, we must learn to prepare our own meal. It's more economical, and you will be able to save more money in your pockets, right? More than each time you go out and you buy breakfast or you buy your dinner or buy lunch. It's good to prepare your own meal, right? It tastes much better and you know that it is well prepared, right? Yes, guys. So do that. Prepare your own meal at home. It's done better. And I'm using this condensed milk. What I do, I normally, when I buy my stuff, I clean them down before I place them in the cupboard. Now I'm gonna be using my milk. I pull the paper apart. I don't want the label on it, right? I don't keep the label on it in the fridge. I take it off. I take it off and I go now and I'm gonna cut the milk tin, the cover here. This one overflowed. Ooh. Yes. Yes, guys. This is how I prepare my porridge. If you want to prepare your porridge like mine, just watch me, watch me, watch me. And now I'm going to be sweetening my porridge, right? I'm gonna be sweetening my porridge. Oatmeal porridge is very nice, guys. You can have your oatmeal raw. You know, you make some oats. A lot of people back in Jamaica, I don't know about foreign people, but a lot of people in Jamaica love to make oats and drink, you know. They make their oats and they drink it. They soak the oats in water, soak it for a while, and then they put their little vanilla and, you know, and they spice it up and they sweeten it and have it raw. You can put a cube of ice in it. Cam was telling me to put ice, but this one is, I'm cooking this one. I love my porridge. I was grown up on porridge and I still love porridge, and a lot of people still love porridge. Some people don't drink it because they said they eat too much porridge while they were growing up. Their parents give them too much porridge and so they don't like porridge anymore. It becomes cloying to them, but I still love my porridge, guys. I love my porridge. Can't be too much. Can't be too much. All right. I can put a little tick more milk in it. Yes, this is good. It's one of the easiest porridge to prepare, guys. Oatmeal. One of the easiest porridge to prepare. One of the easiest porridge to prepare is oatmeal. Very delicious and very nice, and oat is very good for you. Did you know that oats help to break down cholesterol? Yes, it is good for cholesterol, right? So you can eat a lot of oats. Yes, make your oatmeal, eat oats on a regular basis. It helps to break down your cholesterol level. Yes, it's very good. Very, very good oatmeal. And whichever way you prefer eating it, it's up to you. Whichever way you want to eat it, you have your oatmeal. It's good for you. And so I'm just leaving this here for a little bit to just simmer, right? That's my oatmeal porridge. Although it might help to put on weight. So if you're slim and you want to put on a little weight, you can have oatmeal porridge or just eating oatmeal on a regular basis. It helps build up fat. So if you feel like you're slim and you want, you know, to look a little chunky, have a little fat on your body, you can go ahead and have oatmeal. It's very good. Very, very good, guys. Oats is very good. All right. Yes. It's almost ready. I'm wondering now, what should I have with it? You can either have bread and butter, or you can have biscuits, some crackers, which I think I'm gonna use this morning. Some crackers. I normally have like a bagels, toast a bagel, but you know, bagel is fatty food, you know. It's bagels. It helps to increase your tummy, let your tummy look so fat. So do not eat too much bagels on a regular basis, because it's just like bread, you know. But a lot of people, they love bagels. I like it too, but I try not to eat it too often, right? So this morning I'm gonna be having some crackers with my porridge. Yes, some crackers. So let me get my spoon, and I'm gonna get my dish to pour my porridge in. Yes, I'm gonna get my dish to pour my porridge in. And I'm gonna be using this little dish here to pour my porridge in. Right? Yes. See? Don't want to cook any longer. It's ready. And so I can turn the stove off. Right. My porridge is ready. Nicely cooked and flavor it. Flavor it, guys. Nicely cooked and flavor it. Let me get a little dish to put some crackers in. Yes. Oh, I love crackers. And this is the crackers I'm gonna be eating, guys. Yes, it's water crackers, cream cracker, right? It's the cream crackers. This is the one I'm gonna be using to heat my porridge. I'm gonna be pouring some in my dish. All right, guys, my porridge is ready, and I'm gonna be serving it now. Let me show it to you guys. Let me show you my porridge in the pot. Look at that. Can you see it? Where is it? Can you, let me show you it. Look at my porridge. That's my porridge, right? Yes, that's my oatmeal porridge. Yes, it's finished cooking. And I'm going to be pouring some now in my dish. All right. All right, this is my porridge. Woo. And I can clean up back here. Pour some water in this until I'm through. And look at that, guys. I am finished cooking. No mess. No mess on my stove. You haven't seen much mess, right? No, because I don't cook with a lot of mess. Right, guys? No, I don't do that. I try my best whenever I'm cooking not to get the place messy. Right? I don't like getting the place messy when I'm cooking. So, yes, guys, good morning. Good morning again. And now I'm going to have my porridge. It's hot, so I let it just cool a little bit. A little. Right? Yes. And this is my porridge for my breakfast at this time, 10:45. This is the time I'm having my breakfast. Yes. When you're on your day off, you try to sleep a little longer, right? And I slept a little longer this morning. I got up. I'm doing laundry. I clean out, you know. I have the kitchen now to wipe out when I'm through. And that's it for my day. Yes. Sometimes these are the times you get to do, you know, spend time at home to get to do get a little things done, right? Yes. These are the times on our days off when we get certain little things done at home. Right, guys? Yes. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. And guys, please remember to subscribe to my channel, all right? Yes, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Help me to grow this little channel of mine. It's a positive channel. Whatever I do over here is just positivity, right? Yes. I do little motivational tips, you know, any little thing, right? We speak on anything that is positive, something that we can learn from. Each and every one of us can learn from, right? We share, right? So we just keep it positive here, right? Yes. Yes, guys. I hope everybody have breakfast this morning. I hope everybody's having breakfast this morning. I don't like to eat and you guys not having breakfast, you know. So I hope you will have some breakfast this morning. Right? So and this is my crackers. That's the crackers I eat. I buy the crackers in the supermarket. It's water crackers, right? Crackers. And I use it to eat my porridge. Guys, we don't drink porridge, we eat porridge, right? Yes. We eat porridge, we chew on it. So we are eating, right? Yes. We chew on porridge, we don't just drink. It's not water. It's not water or juice. We chew on it, so we eat it. Whoever didn't know, right? Whoever didn't know. Guys, when we were growing, you know, when we're growing and mom gave us our porridge and she gives us biscuit to eat the porridge, guess what we do? Guess what we do with the biscuit? We crush them in the porridge, just like, and you know, I still do that. I rather eating the biscuits in the porridge. Yes, I crush my biscuits in the porridge. Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh. Good morning, John Michael. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning. Tamika, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Oh, you can get some, Tamika, but guess what? You are at work. I'll take some for you another day. Where are you from? Dwight, where are you from? Where are you from, sweetie? Isn't that the Dwight that I know? Dwight, did you go to Kingsway High School? Let me know if you go to King. Are you from Jamaica, Dwight? Are you from Jamaica? Let me see if you're the person that I know. Are you from Jamaica? That's Dwight Barrett. Are you from Jamaica? Nice earstyle. Thank you, John Michael. And I love to put the porridge, the biscuits in the porridge. I just crush them like this and put them in my porridge. That's how that's how that's what we used to do when we were growing. When mom gave us porridge for breakfast, and she gave us some biscuit, even the bread. When we get the bread with the butter, we break up the bread into the porridge. Yes. Good morning, Sally Ben. Good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you. I didn't see those comments, Sally Ben. I was there and I didn't scroll the phone up, you know. I didn't scroll the phone up. Yes, guys. When we were growing up, you know, and mom gave us porridge and she gave us the bread and the butter, you know, because that's how we were brought up. And we were always satisfied children, you know, we were satisfied with whatever our parents give us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We were all satisfied. We didn't complain and we didn't say we don't want it. Like these children nowadays, you can't give them certain things to eat. They don't want it. When we were growing up, we were grown up as children with respect and manners. We were always satisfied with whatsoever our parents gave us to eat, because you know, back then it was like that. Yes, back then it was like that, and we were brought up so nice. We were brought up respectful. We had manners. We know how to talk to our peers. We know how to talk to adults. Yes. And when our parents give us our breakfast, like my bowl of porridge here now, and she gave us some crackers to eat with it, we just crush them up in the porridge, right? Crush it up. When she gave us the bread and the butter, we pinched it up in the porridge, and that's how we have our breakfast. And I still do it like that up until today. I crush my biscuits in my porridge instead of eating them all, you know? And it is nice. And we were satisfied children. Those times our parents could give us porridge for breakfast, porridge for lunch, and porridge for dinner, and we wouldn't complain. No, we didn't complain, and we didn't say, no, I don't want this or I don't want that. No, we did not as children. We did not as children. We did not behave unruly. We were satisfied with everything. And remember, back then, our parents didn't have like one child. No. My parents, if I tell you how many of us my parents have. My siblings, I have 8 siblings. I have 8 sisters and 6 brothers. So check that. Yes, it was 14 of us. And we didn't come from a rich background, but my mom and my dad make sure that they provide for us. They make sure that they work, they plant, they farm, and they provide for their children. And because it was so many of us, it's like we are here apart. When My bigger sister clothes could not fit her. I got to wear that clothes and we did not complain. And those clothes were looking so good, right? We wear each other's clothes and nobody complain. Just like today, you see everybody can buy clothes and you can change clothes and you can throw away clothes. No, that time in our era when we grow up, back in the 60s, 70s, we had to wear each other's clothes, right? And we learn. We go to school and we learn. We had to go to school. We walk it to school. We walk it back home for lunch. We walk it back to school for the evening session. And when school was finished in the evening, we walk it back home. And we didn't feel no way. We didn't feel any way. It was like fun growing up that time. It was like fun back in the days. It was like fun. And we enjoyed ourselves as kids. We enjoy ourselves as children. We didn't fight. We were loving children growing up back then. It's not like today's children, It's not like today's when these children, they're not loving to each other. In our days, we were loving kids, right? We love and we play together without any danger and without any harm. Right? We could walk on the street. Nobody does us anything. People are more than in those times to protect us. Right? People protect us. People we don't know and they protect us. They know us. We don't know them. They know our parents. And we don't know that they know our parents. And if we should do something wrong on the road or wrong at school, they could scold us and they could go to our parents and say, look what your child, this is what she did today. This was what your child was doing. And when we come home, our parents would scold us, Sometimes they even beat us, they flog us, and they know how to do it those times. They weren't abusing us back then. No, we were not being abused. And we grow up mannerable. Having manners and respect. Yes. So back then, I don't know, it's something about those times. Something about those times. Right, something about those times. It's not like today, my dear. Today, these children are so rude and ill-mannered and, I don't know. And a lot of them get good training, A lot of these kids get good training, but these days, when you prepare breakfast and you're giving it to your child, you hear them telling you they don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want that. We couldn't do it back then because there was no option. There was no other option, If mom got up and she prepare a pot of oats porridge, everybody have to drink that porridge. There wasn't a choice. There wasn't a choice to say, I don't want that. I want chicken or I want chips or, There wasn't any option. For us, there wasn't another choice. So we had to eat what was provided. Am I right, guys? Who knows what I'm talking about? Yes, we have to eat what was provided. And our tummy was full. Yeah. Our tummy was full. Because guess what? There was a lot of love in the preparation of that food. There were a lot of love back then with us as children. There were so much love. Nobody was upset with anybody. And we thank Mom. Mom gave us our breakfast. Thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom. These days, nobody's saying thanks anymore, Nobody's saying thanks. These parents, they provide the food and they leave it in the kitchen on the stove and children go and dish out what they want. But then it wasn't like that. We all learn to say thank you, right? But these kids, they're not going to say thank you because the mother dish out her plate of food. She go around the table and she's having her meal. The child come, dish out and sit down. They don't know that they must say thank you, mom, thank you, dad, for providing this food. They don't know that. These children don't know that, you know? And that is why the society is like this. That is why the society is like this. We used to say thank you, mom. And when we finish eating, we said, thanks, mama. Thanks, papa. Yes, it was a joy to hear us back then. It was such a joy. It was amazing to hear us as children back then saying thank you. Thanks, mom. You finished eating. Thanks, mom. Thanks, mama. Thanks, papa. Oh, my God. It was such a great time back then. But I don't know what is happening today. I don't know what is happening today. There is no love and nobody knows to say thanks. Nobody knows to say thanks anymore. Yeah. Nobody knows to say thanks. And I think those training need to be instilled back in these children's lives, you know, their growth and development. We need as parents, we nowadays parents need to instill the good things in our children's lives. Yes, we need to. Let them know that they should say thank you. Let them know that they should say I am sorry. Instead of stepping on one of their peers' toes and that person said, you step on my toe and it caused an eruption. Learn to say, I'm sorry. Teach them to say, I am sorry. Teach them to say, I won't let it happen again. Teach them to say, thank you, good afternoon, good morning. You know, but no. And, you know, this is how we are living. This is the type of life we are living in today's society. I can't forget about where I am coming from and the training that we got as children, you know, and it is still in us. All those training are still in me. You're in the kitchen, let them tidy the kitchen, you know. They eat from the plate, they throw it in the sink. These children I'm talking, they eat from the plate, they throw it down in the sink. But then when mom finished with the kitchen, each of us know that, Rose, it's your turn now to go and wash the plates, you know. And I would go and I wash the plate and I know it's my turn. Tomorrow or this afternoon, it's another one's turn. And after dinner, it's another one's turn to wash the plates, you know. But these kids, they just throw them down and they leave them there. Nobody know that they must instill these attributes in their children. Learn to wash the plates when you're finished eating. Our training was so good. Our training back then was so good and so different, you know. Yes. So everybody who is watching me this morning, remember to instill those little characters and attributes into your children's lives. Yes, tell them. Let them know that they must do certain things. You know, wash up the plate in the kitchen, sweep the kitchen, clean up the kitchen, wipe the floor. You understand? Wipe down the cupboards, wipe off the stove. Yes, you have to teach them so that when they grow up and become responsible adults, living their own lives, they will know that these are things that must be done. You cannot keep an untidy kitchen. Your kitchen must be clean. So you instill that in them. Instill it in them. Let them know that when they become a big man or a big woman and they ready to settle down in life, find a wife or find a husband, they know exactly what to do in the home. They know exactly what to do in the house. Yes, teach them the right things. Teach them how to keep the kitchen tidy and clean. And when they finish with their breakfast, they don't just throw the plate in the sink or put the plate in the sink. You wash it. Wash your plate. Teach them now, so that when they become big adults, it is in them. They won't do that. And you have a lot of adults too that does it. You have a lot of adults that when they eat from their plates, they put it down in the sink. And they go again and they eat from another one and they put it down in the sink. And for the entire day, they would use 8 glasses. And all 8 glasses are in the sink. You can't do that. You can't do that. When you use the stuff, you wash them. When you use your plates, put them in the sink and you wash them. Put them in the drainer to dry or in the dishwasher. Right? You don't pile up the sink with a lot of plates. No, I hate to see the plates in the sink. When I'm cooking, everywhere is clean. Because so I do what I'm doing, I'm wiping, I'm moving, I'm washing. Yeah, that's just me. That's just how I do my thing. So I won't have a dirty sink. And I won't have a dirty kitchen. No. We must be tidy people, especially when it comes to the kitchen. When it comes to your kitchen, keep it clean. Keep it clean and tidy, because that's where your food are prepared. That's where your food are prepared. And you know, ants love food, flies love food, rats love food, and we don't want that in our environment, right? No, we don't want that around us in our homes. So when you use your stuff, wash them up. When you use your plate, your pot, wash them. Don't put them down in the sink and you pile the sink like this. No, you don't do that. Keep your kitchen clean and tidy. That if someone stop by and you're preparing your food, you can offer them some. And when they come and they see in your kitchen, they can say, yes, I can eat this food. I can eat this food. Yes, we have to live like that. Yeah, we have to do those things. When I come to your home, I can say, all right, I'll have some of your dinner because I see that your kitchen is clean. Clean and tidy. Without the sink having a lot of plates and you see flies flying all over the place, hands crawling. No, we don't want that. Keep your environment clean, especially your kitchen. Especially your kitchen. Keep your kitchen clean at home. Keep your kitchen clean. Make sure it is free from bacteria. You know, when you're cooking and you're cooking with oil and all those things, it tends to carry a lot of grease. Clean your stove. Don't let the grease build up on your stove. Don't let the grease build up on your floor, because you know the floor, if you don't have a mat in front of your stove, when you cook, all of those grease and thin grinds can leave back on your floor, in the sink, on the counter. You know, you wipe down and keep your place clean, right? And when you keep your kitchen clean and tidy, your food will taste better. As I tell all of you, I always tell you that my kitchen is where I reside most of the times. Especially, you see, on my day offs, I am right here in my kitchen, around the table. So my kitchen have to be clean. Have to be clean and tidy and smell fresh. Because this is where I sit most of the time while I am at home. I can't sleep, so I won't take the bed for it. You know, some people would lay in the bed. Right here around my table in the kitchen, this is where I sit all the time. I can show you everything. Look, if you see my books, you see my pen, my iPad, everything. This is where I sit in the days. I love to sit in the kitchen, and I'm not a big eater. I just love to sit in my kitchen. So, if I like to sit in my kitchen and I take right here as my resting spot, it must be clean, right? Yes, it must be clean and tidy and looking spotless. Because I love sitting around the table in my kitchen. Right? Thank you guys for sharing with me. Thank you for joining my channel this morning and for joining my live, right? Thank you also for the thumbs up. And if you subscribe, I want to say a big thank you too, right? Thank you so much. Without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is today. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You're always welcome over here because all I do is positivity. Right? Yes. I can't take the negative energy. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining and sharing with me. This is my breakfast time, 10 minutes after 11. This is breakfast time. Anybody have day off today? Or everybody's at work? Who is at home? Who is at home? Yes. Anybody love oat porridge? Anybody love oatmeal? I don't know what being off means. What you mean, Sally Ben? It's my day off from work. It's my day off. It's my day. That's what you mean, Sally Ben? That's what you're talking about? It's my day off from work. Oh, you're always at work. It's my day off. You don't get day off, Sally Ben? You don't get day off? Dwight Barrett. Hello, sweetie. I am good, Dwight. It doesn't seem like it's the Dwight Barrett that I know. Anyway, I am good. I am good. You know, many people have the same name, so I thought it was one of my classmates. All right? Sally Ben, you don't take a day off? Sally Ben, I have 2 days off. Dwight, I think you asked me that question before. I am from Jamaica, Dwight. I am from Jamaica, but I live in the US. All right? Sally Ben, you don't take a day off? Even when I'm off, there's so much unpaid. I tell you. Exactly, Sally Ben. I tell you, I am half, but you know, we have to work. It's not like we are off and at home not doing anything. I am half, but there's so many things to get done, Sally Ben, and I understand you. Okay, you're from Jamaica too, but you're living in Canada. Okay. Okay, that's nice. I thought it was the Dwight Barrett that I know, but it seems like you're not the Dwight Barrett that I know. The Dwight Barrett that I know used to go to Kingsway High School. So if it's not you, you're not the Dwight Barrett. Yes, Sally Ben, there's a lot to do. I am doing my laundry. I'm doing laundry. I'm doing housework at the same time. So it is really good. It is so good when you can work and get a day off. No, that me. What are you saying, Dwight Barrett? No, that's not you. That's what you mean? That's not the Dwight that I know. Yes, Sally Ben. So much things to do when you're at home, but it's good to have a day off because you know you get to rest. Okay, sure. All right, Dwight. No problem. No problem. Thanks for coming on. Thank you for joining my channel anyway. Thank you so much. Yes, so much things to do at home. You know, so much things to do, and you know, a lady's work will never done. Sally Ben, women's work never done. We always find something to do. Okay, no problem, Dwight. Thank you so much. We always find so much things to do, Sally Ben. Always finding things to do. Please like up the live when you come, guys. Please like up the live for me when you come on. Please like up the live for me when you come. Give me some likes. Give me some likes. And remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Yes, we have a lot of work to do, Sally Ben. Sometimes you see some people, they are so free. They are so free. You wonder if they doesn't have anything to do. But you know, you wonder if they don't have anything to do. Yes, you wonder if they doesn't have anything to do sometimes. Where some people are free. They are just so free doing all sort of stuff, you know, and doing the wrong things. Doing the wrong things that they're not supposed to do. Nothing positive in their lives. Always doing wrongs. Sally Ben, do you like oatmeal porridge? Do you like oatmeal porridge? Anybody love oatmeal porridge? Dwight, do you do oatmeal porridge? It's nice. I think you must try it. It's good for you too. Sally Ben, it's very good. It's good for cholesterol. Sally Ben, I have 2 days off, Thursday and Friday. So I will be off tomorrow too. And then I work the weekend. I've never have any type of what, you don't like porridge? You don't love porridge, Sally Ben? You don't like porridge? You got too much when you was a when you was a child? You had too much? I can't believe you have never had porridge. You must have porridge while you were growing up. Oh, you will eat it, just never had it. That means you had it while you were growing up, right? Yeah, you had while you were growing up. And I'm full. It was so good. Maybe I don't remember. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that, Sally Ben. I can't believe that you don't remember if you had any porridge before. I don't think you were born in Jamaica. And even if you, it depends, even if you wasn't born in Jamaica, a lot of people do porridge. Give me a minute. A lot of persons do porridge. A lot of persons love porridge. Even if you wasn't born in Jamaica. If you're a Jamaican, you must got porridge. Because our parents, your parents must cook porridge, Sally Ben. Porridge is one of the main things that our parents used to cook back then. I was born in the late 60s. Late 60s. And we got a lot of porridge. My parents used to make porridge almost every morning. Our girls, the same. Our grits, what is grits? The same as porridge. What is grits, Sally Ben? Grits? I've never heard of that. What is grits? What is grits, Sally Ben? What is grits? Grits. Anybody know what Sally Ben is talking about? The grits? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up because I've never heard about the grits. I know porridge you can make cornmeal porridge, you can make oats porridge, you can make plantain porridge, you can make corn mini porridge. You have the same cream of wheat. Oh, grits. Cream of wheat. Yes, cream of wheat porridge. Yeah. Once you make the cereal, it's the same thing. It's porridge, but that one is cereal. That's it. But it's the same thing. It's porridge, but it is cereal. Yeah. Oh, so you love the cream of wheat. I don't think I like that one. I'm not a fond of cream of wheat. Give me my oatmeal, give me my cornmeal, give me my banana, give me the mini porridge, corn mini porridge. Yes, that one is corn or mini. Yes. And when I make my then I have added porridge. Yeah. Yes, that's porridge too, Sally Ben. The cream of wheat is porridge. It's just that they call it cream of wheat cereal, you know, but it's porridge. It's porridge. Oh, grits. I didn't know it. You know, it's the first I'm hearing the. Well, not that I didn't hear grits, but it's the first I'm knowing that grits is porridge, because this says grits are a type of porridge made from coarsely ground dried maize or hominy. Right, so, oh, I didn't know that that was a name for it too. The latter being maize that has been treated with an alkali in a process called nixtamalization, with the percap over a wall removed. Grits are cooked in warm salted water or milk. They are often served with flavoring as a breakfast dish. Thank you for telling me that word, Sally Ben, because I didn't even know. I did not know. Yeah. Made from den corn. Okay. Oh. Now I know something. You see what I'm telling you about? Over on this channel, you learn so many things. Because I didn't know about grits, that it is a form of porridge. I didn't know. Thank you, Sally Ben. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're teaching me something. Yes, this is a learning channel, guys. Learning channel. Yes, this is a learning channel. And since we are on the kitchen story, hold on. We are on the kitchen story. Let us learn a little more about the kitchen. Let us learn a little more about the kitchen and how we should clean our kitchen, how often you should clean your kitchen and make your kitchen clean and smell fresh and nice, your appliances looking clean and nice. Let me tell you about the kitchen. How often you should clean your kitchen depends on how much you use it and how often you cook. That is true. It depends on how often you use the kitchen, because you know some people, you know, they live at home, you know, but because of their work schedule, they don't even make a cup of tea in their kitchen in the mornings. They're always on the go. Sometimes they hardly go in their kitchen. So that type of kitchen will keep a little cleaner than some kitchen that persons go in on a daily basis, right? Sally Ben said, I'm from the south. That's what we call porridge. Okay. All right. Okay then, Sally Ben. No, I learned something. Yes. Yes. So it depends on how often you use your kitchen. Right. It can be kept clean. How often. Yes. And how often you cook for those grease and grime to be around your stove and on the floor and on the cupboard, the countertops and the cupboards, right? Yes. As a general rule, you should clean and disinfect your kitchen daily to prevent the buildup of grease, grime, and bacteria, right? So we must learn to keep our kitchen clean as much as possible, right? Yes, because we don't want any bacteria. Our kitchen is where we get our food from, where we prepare our meals, and we don't want any bacteria in our stomach, right? No. And we don't want to be walking on the floor and it's sticking to our slippers or our shoes because of the grease that is on the floor from the stove while you're cooking. You know, once you're using oil tends to, you know, splash all over, right? So you will have grease on the floor, you will have grease on your countertop, you will have grease on your microwave, you will find grease on your cupboards, right? So we got to keep our kitchen very clean, right? Yes. You should also do a deep clean every 3 months to avoid bacteria buildup and keep your kitchen looking great, right? So they said we must deep clean our kitchen at least 3 times for the month. No, at least every 3 months. Do a deep clean on your kitchen at least every 3 months, right? Yes, so that it won't form up any bacteria on the floor. Yeah. Yes, man. Keep your kitchen clean and spotless. Keep it clean and spotless so that if I stop by, if one day I should stop by one of you home for a drink of water, I can say, oh my God, it's so refreshing. This water is so refreshing. And especially when I look into your kitchen, I can say, oh my God, what a nice kitchen. What a clean kitchen, right? Yes. Here are some specific cleaning guidelines for different surfaces in your kitchen. And I'm going to share them with you. The countertops. Wipe down daily. Wipe down your countertops daily. And deep clean at least once a week, right? You can use a mild dishwashing liquid or kitchen spray to get rid of any stickiness. Yes. So it's not hard to do. Once you guys, you know that when I come in the kitchen in the mornings, the first thing I do is wipe down the counters. You will see me wiping down the counter, and once I'm gonna use the stove, I wipe it off. Yes, because you don't know what crawl on it in the night. So, and your food will be right there. So I wipe down my countertops and I wipe off my stove. I wipe the microwave and I wipe the fridge handles, the doors and the handles. That is Rose. That's what I do when I come in my kitchen in the mornings. Before I put anything on the stove, I wipe it down. Yes, and it said you can use dishwashing liquid or kitchen spray to get rid of the stickiness from off the countertops. Yes, because of the grease and maybe food might you dishing out your food and food can spill on the countertop, so you wipe it down so that it come back smooth and clean. Right. Floors. Vacuum once a week and mop at least every other week, right? So you don't have to mop the floor every week, but make sure you mop it. If it is dirty, then you mop it, because it all depends on the amount of people, the traffic. It all depends on the traffic in the kitchen. It might not be you alone at home, could be 4 of you, and persons are coming into the kitchen, you find traffic. So it depends on that. You clean your kitchen, mop it at least every other week. If you have kids, you might need to sweep up after every meal. And exactly so. Yes, I don't have any kids here. I don't have to sweep up every minute, but at least 2 times for the week or 3, you will see me sweeping the floor, because you're eating food and crumbs might drop. You're eating biscuits, you're eating bread, little crumbs might fall, so it's good to sweep the kitchen. All right? Yes. Garbage can. Freshen at least weekly. If you have a lot of persons living in the home and a lot of persons eating from the kitchen and, carrying stuff to put in the garbage can, you might have buildup. So you got to empty your trash. If you have like traffic like those, you got to empty your trash like every other day or 2 times for the week. Depends on how many garbage is in the container. So you will empty at least 2 times. I empty at least two times for the week. I empty my garbage can, right? Because I'm not the only one in the home. Right, I'm not the only one in the house. So my garbage can will have stuff in it, and especially the ones in the kitchen might have more stuff because you're dealing with food, you're peeling food, you're eating oranges, you're eating melons, you're eating all of those stuff, and you're gonna put the waste in the garbage can. So you don't want it to be piled up like this where it's flowing over, or where you see a lot of it attracting a lot of flies. No, you don't want that. So as soon as you see that it is enough, reach into the rim. Before it reach the rim, you take it out. Before you see those little flies coming around, you make sure you remove it. All right? Yes. Cabinets. Clean every few months with a deep cloth, right? Yes, your cabinets, make sure you clean them down. You're pulling the cabinet drawers on a daily basis. The handles, you make sure you wipe them down. If you look, you will see me have my... You will see me with my Lysol. This is what I use to wipe down my table, my cupboard drawers, and the handles. I use a Lysol, right? Which is very good. It prevents dishwashing wipes. It prevents bacteria. So I use it. You can also try it. It's this one. And I use it to wipe down my cupboard handles, right? Yes, because it's been used. You've been using your cupboards, you're moving the drawers on a regular basis, so you wipe the handles, all right? Yes. Cabinets are exposed to allergens, grease, oils, and food on a constant basis. You see that? So regular cleaning is necessary to avoid harmful bacteria forming on your cookware. Right. So you're gonna clean it down. If you don't have the Lysol, you get a nice piece of a nice little towel, one of those little rags, and you keep it to wipe down your cabinets, wipe down your microwave, wipe down your fridge, and you keep that at one place. That's what you use to wipe down your cabinet and those things. You wipe them down clean, and you keep that little rug for that purpose, right? Yes. Because you don't want and the more the cupboards and the microwave build up grease, it's harder to handle, it's harder to clean. And that is why I try to clean regularly. When I cook and I am finished cooking, I wipe down. I wipe down my stove, I wipe the microwave handles, the front of the microwave, and the cupboards that are especially over the stove, near to the stove. You make sure that you wipe them down. Wipe them down properly. The sink now, wipe down daily. And you know you use your sink on a regular daily basis, right? The sink. So when you finish washing up, wipe your sink, clean out the sink, wash out the sink. Make sure you don't have any food particles leave inside of the sink. You wash out and clean out those foods, pour them into the garbage can. And you wash out your sink and let it look clean and spotless. You understand? Yes. You don't want your sink to look funny, full up of bacteria. Some people, when you see their sinks and you look in the creases are black. Those are dirt. Those are bacteria dirt, and you need to clean them out. Yes, you don't want your sink to look like that. No, I don't want my sink to look like that. Even if they look clean, sinks can get really gross. And bacteria from food, exactly. Like E. coli and Salmonella can contaminate the kitchen sink, especially if you have been handling raw meat. That is it again. When I'm through with you, I'm going to be cleaning up some meat for my dinner. And I tell you, you see, when I finish cleaning up meat in my sink, guys, I get my bleach, I get lime, and I wash and I wipe down my counter with my Lysol because I don't want those rawness there, right? You don't want those things in your kitchen sink. You don't want to come in the kitchen and it's smelling raw with meat. So I wash down and I get my bleach and I spray in my sink and I wash it down with the dishwashing liquid, right? And so you keep your place clean. And if you're doing meat also, remember, flies, they love the smell of meat and fish. And you don't want those things to be attracting flies coming in through your windows or, you know, through the doors coming in, and you see them flying around the kitchen sink. No, you don't want that. So that is why you must keep your kitchen sink clean, especially when you're handling raw meat, right? Clean it down. Get vinegar, get lime, and get your bleach. You can use either of them. You can either use the bleach alone, or you can use the lime alone by spraying in there and wiping down. You know, you get the lime and you wipe it down. Or your vinegar, you can use also your vinegar, the white vinegar, and wash, you know, clean down your place. Let the place smell fresh and nice. The stove top, wipe down after each use. When you use your stove and food splash on your stove, make sure you wipe the stove. Keep your stove clean. I like to see a clean stove. And that is why when I'm cooking, I'm wiping. I'm cooking, I'm wiping. I always have my little towel there. And I'm cooking, I'm wiping, because I don't like when the food spill over on the stove, or, you know, the food is cooking and you see some splash on the stove. I don't like to see it building up. I always try and clean it off. All right? Your oven, clean monthly. Right? Yes. What your oven, I don't think you use your oven very regular. It depends on what you're cooking. But I don't use mine very regular. But as soon as I'm finished with my oven, once I do put something in the oven and finish, and it finished cooking and I take it out, once the oven is cool, because you have to let the oven cool for a while. Cool until it gets real cool and you can touch inside. Then you wipe it down, because you don't want those grease to build up. And you see, when those grease build up in the oven, it leaves some blackness on the oven. No, you don't want that. You want to keep your oven clean, right? So that when you're ready to use it again, it is really nice and smelling fresh on the inside, right? Yes, you don't want any buildup of bacteria in the stove. So you clean your stove monthly. Or if not monthly, you know when to clean your stove. If you've been using your stove regularly, you know that you have to clean it regularly. The refrigerator now, empty every 3 to 4 months, right? So you're gonna empty your refrigerator every 3 to 4 months and clean it out properly. And clean the shelves and walls with a tablespoon of baking soda dissolved in a quart of water. Rinse and let dry before replacing the foods in. So you see that? Clean the shelves and the walls with 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You all know the baking soda? This is the baking soda, guys. 1 tablespoon of baking soda. And this is what you're gonna use. You're gonna use a teaspoon of this, dissolve it in a quart of water, right? And use it to clean out your fridge, right? And let your fridge smell good. Okay, guys? So this is the baking soda that they are talking about. Use it to clean out your refrigerator. You see what it's good for? It's good for cooking, and it's good for cooking and baking. It's good for health and beauty. It's also good for DIY, do it yourself, lab and play. And it's good for cleaning and deodorizing. And it freshens. For pets, It keep their little your pet utensils clean. You use baking soda in them, right? You have your little dogs and your cats, and you have their little plates that you feed them in. Use the baking soda to keep their things clean. Wash out their containers and let it keep clean. So this is the baking soda they are talking about for your fridge. Use it to clean your refrigerator. 1 tablespoon to a quart of water. Mix it out and use it to wipe down your stove. Your refrigerator, sorry. Wipe down the refrigerator with that. All right? And let it dry before you place back your food in it, because you don't want to put the food inside the refrigerator and it's wet. So you let it dry for a while and then you place back your items in the fridge. As a general rule, it is recommended to clean and disinfect your kitchen daily to prevent the buildup of grease, grime, and bacteria. And with it says that. And it is essential to give the kitchen a deep clean each month, at least 4 times a year, depending on how much dirt and grime accumulates. Right? Yes, at least 4 times for the year. Give your kitchen a deep clean. Clean, wipe your cupboards, wipe your fridge, clean out your fridge, clean out your microwave, wipe down the microwave, wipe down your stove, your toasters, right? Your air fryers, and you wipe them down. Wash the plates from out of the dish tray, yes. Wash them out. Clean off your dishwasher, and you wipe down your cupboards. When you finish, you sweep out, and then you wipe your floor. Wipe off your floor, right? Yes, you can use a Fabulosus and wipe your floor and let the place smell refresh. Let the place smell fresh and clean. And it said 1 to 2 weeks, you might want to wash your kitchen floors a little more often due to food bacteria that can spread around. Right, the floor, you don't want to be stepping on your floor and you feel it sticking to your shoes bottom. And you can know when your floor is dirty, you know. You can know when it is building up with grease. It tends to stick on your shoe. And if you look on your shoe bottom, you will see that it's getting kind of black, dark. It's because of the grease on the floor in the kitchen. So you clean your floor very often, right? Yes, clean your kitchen floor very often. If you don't maintain your kitchen clean, bacteria and germs might begin to spread, making you and your family members sick. And that's not a lie, guys. If you're living in your room or your house and it is dirty, full of all sort of things, it's gonna make you sick. You find yourself being sick, your family being sick, it's because there are certain things in your home that need to be thrown out. Yes, stop keeping a lot of things, unwanted things that you don't need inside your home. Don't have a lot of clustering up your room, clustering up the kitchen, clustering up your living room. No, you don't do that, because a lot of those things need to throw out. Yes, some things that people save up, they save up boxes and all of those stuff. You know, a lot of things people save up in their homes, and it makes them sick because they need to go out. You have to throw them out, right? It's important that the kitchen sink, counters, and dishes must all be cleaned on a regular basis, as well as the flooring. So, keep your kitchen clean from bacteria and germs that will spread around, and it will make your family members become sick. And worse if you have young children, especially a little baby walking around. You don't want that baby to develop all sorts of germs in their system. No, because you know, children tend to pick up things from the floor. Yes, children tend to pick things up from the floor, and you don't want to have your little baby crawling around, creeping around, and touching things, picking up things. And when children pick up things from the floor, the first place that they put it is their mouth. Am I right, guys? The first place that the children, babies, put things is their mouth, and you don't want them to get any bacteria and germs from those things, right? So that is why you must keep your kitchen floor clean, so that once your kitchen floor is clean, and you have your little baby or a little child walking around and they're eating their biscuit or so, and it fall on the floor, it's not gonna kill them if they take it up and eat it, No, it won't damage them. But you see, if your place is untidy, full of dirt and bacteria, full of floor, grime and grease, and the food drops there, that's the time it will sick you. Yes, that's the time it will sick you, because when we were growing, when we were growing back then, and our parents give us food, biscuits, sweetie, a lot of times they fall on the floor. Your food fall on the floor and you take it up and you eat it. We didn't get sick, Guys, sometimes I have to sit back and reminisce and look back. We never get sick. No, we weren't sick. But when you look at these young children, when you look at these children growing up, every day them sick. Every day they're sick. What is the cause of it? Why while we were growing up, wasn't sick? Why we didn't have to be going to the doctor every day, every minute? I don't know. It's just strange. Sometimes I sit and I just reminisce and I look back at life. Look at where I am coming from to where I am now. And I said, no, sir. So why? What happened now? Why everybody just been sick? The children sick every minute they're in the hospital. Every minute you have to be carrying them to the doctor. Why? And while we were growing up, it wasn't like that. Sally Ben, was it like that in your time growing up? I don't know, Maybe you're much, much younger than I am, so you might not know. But I don't know. I have to think to myself and say, what is the cause of it? Is it that sin has taken over this world so much? I don't know. Because we wasn't sickly children growing up. I don't remember that. No. I remember when I have my daughter, she was very sickly. And it was because of her dad. I didn't know until further down, when the sickness, when I have to be taking her to the doctor every minute, I'm taking my child to the doctor because she's sick. She's sick. I didn't know that it was the fan. The fan, her father, that didn't want her to be hot. And he would always turn that fan on the child when she's sleeping, because he don't want her to get hot. And that fan was giving the poor baby pneumonia. I didn't know until long after, when it was getting so bad and I couldn't cope anymore. I used to have to be sleeping at the hospital. When I sleep, luckily I was working at the hospital. So when I sleep with her in the nights, I didn't worry to go home. So I just stay by the children's quarters with her in the evenings. And her dad would come and release me in the morning so that I can go to work. Hello. We're coming from far, Yes, we're coming from far. Yes, and I didn't know the child was developing pneumonia. And it was the fan. So guys, do not turn the fan. Don't turn the fan on you while you're sleeping. And I realize it too, because some nights, especially when it's hot, before I have AC now, I used to sleep with that fan on me when I was back in Jamaica. And honestly, guys, it gave me a cold. And I've been getting this cold in my chest, this cold in my throat. I'm saying, why are you waking up with this cold every morning? it was the fan. And one day I said, but it was the same thing happening to Monique when she was a baby, the fan. And I said, oh, it's the fan that I have blowing on me in the night. And I didn't put that fan on me again. And it didn't happen to me, guys. It stopped. And I knew exactly that that fan is a dangerous thing. If you just set it still on you. Because some people love to set it still, and that's what her dad used to do. He just set it still so that it just blow on the child. Yes, and she was sick. Every minute I have to carry that little girl to the doctor. She admitted. Every time. And I didn't know it was the fan that was causing that. And I experienced it for myself. As big as I am, I experience it for myself. Never to center that fan on you. Have it just blowing on you like that. It gives you a cold. Yes, it gives you a cold. So, there's so much things to learn, guys. There's so much things to learn, you know. So you have to be careful of your children. Make sure that your place, your environment is clean and protected so that they won't develop any form of bacteria to get sick. All right? Yes. I'm going to give you 10 tips to good kitchen hygiene. And it says, 10 tips for good kitchen hygiene. Number 1, remove rings and wash hands properly before you start to prepare your food. Well, I wear rings and I can keep them on as I get home from work or from where I am. If I go out and I have to put on my rings, watch. When I get home is the first thing I take off the rings from off my finger. I don't want them on there to feel uncomfortable, right? I couldn't work with them for the whole day, you know, at home. If I'm out, fine, but at home, you have to do your housework. So I don't keep rings on my finger, and you have to cook, I have to knead my dumpling. I don't keep rings on my finger, right? No. So you got to remove your rings and wash your hands properly. Good hand washing hygiene is number 1. Number 1, wash your hands properly each time. Okay? Yes, to prevent you from getting bacteria, germs. Proper hand washing hygiene is number 1. So make sure your hands are washed on a regular basis. Okay? Clean your counters is number 2. Yes, make sure you clean your kitchen counters. All right? Before you prepare your food, after you prepare your food, and during preparation of food, make sure your kitchen counters are clean. Clean your cutting boards. Yes, you have your cutting boards. Make sure when you finish with your cutting board, you wash them. Yes, get your dishwashing liquid and you wash your cutting board. Don't put them back down like that. Wash your cutting board and put it to drain dry. Put it up back. Okay? Yes. Wash your fruits and vegetables. Well, anybody can get that from me. I never go to the supermarket and buy my fruits and food stuff and come home and just place them in refrigerator or just start using them like that. When I get home, when I buy my fruits and when I get home, fruits, vegetables, everything, when I get home, I make sure I clean them, especially the fruits. I wash them down properly, wash them in vinegar, the white vinegar, pour some in a container and you wash your fruits properly. And you will see the amount of residue and dirt that come off them. Don't just buy your fruits in the supermarket and come home and put them in your mouth. Don't do that. You're going to catch bacteria. You're going to develop bacteria and it will make you sick. Remember, there are a lot of insects, roach, flies, ants, all type of things in the supermarket. Not because you see the supermarket looks so nice, well stocked out, prettily, neatly stocked and put together, guys. they have a lot of stuff, insect and rats and all those things that play around at night. You're not gonna see them mostly, especially the rats during the days, you know. But when the supermarket is closed, that's the time those things come out, right? That the nighttime is their time and they will come out. They comes out at day. But if you have a lot of people walking up and down, a lot of traffic going on, rats are gonna keep away. They're gonna keep in their little private spot, right? Where nobody can see them. So make sure you wash your fruits and clean your vegetables before you use them. You know, I was watching YouTube and I saw somebody cooking, and the person was cutting up vegetables, right? And when the person reached to the tomato and I look on the tomato, it was a big, you know, those little tags that they put on the tomato, the little tags with the price that they stick onto the tomatoes and oranges. That was on the tomato, and I said to myself, no man, that tomato wasn't washed. Because if you wash that tomato, you would have taken off that little what you call it, is a little tag, that little thing that they tape on the tomato and the fruits and vegetables, the little label, yes, that little label. I said, no, I can't believe the person cutting up the tomato like that with the label. And when they reach to the label, the label side, you see they cut it away. You can't do that, guys. If you get home from the supermarket and you see that label on your fruit, don't you remove it? Don't you wash the fruit and remove that label? I don't think that the tomato was washed. No, I don't think it was washed. Maybe it is being cut up just like that. I don't know how people do that. But that is how a lot of people become sick, develop bacteria, and all of those things in their system. All right, so remember to wash your fruits and vegetables when you get home from the supermarket. Even the tin items, I wipe them down before I stock them in my cupboard. I make sure I wipe them off with a wet rag. Yes, I wet the rag, squeeze out the water, and wipe them down. I'm not gonna put them in my cupboard like that because roach crawl over them, ants crawl over them, rats move all over them. So, yes, so we have to be careful, especially when it comes to rats. Especially when it comes to rats, be careful. All right. Keep your raw food chill. So your raw food, you're going to keep them chill. You're going to put them like in the bottom of your refrigerator, right? Yes, you keep them chill. Wash your hands when changing station. So when you're moving from the kitchen to your bedroom, you're going to wash your hands, right? Once you're moving to different locations, make sure you wash your hands. Wash your hands properly because you don't want to carry those bacteria and those germs in another area that is clean. So once you're moving from one location to the next, make sure you wash your hands. Don't leave dirty dishes to pile up in the sink. And I told you that before. It's not hygienic. When you eat from your dish or your plate, wash them. Don't place them down in the sink for somebody else to go and wash them. Because sometimes there's nobody else to go and wash them. You're alone at home. You can't be piling up plates on top of each other in your sink. It's not good hygiene, right? And I would call that person nasty. And you know you don't want to call anybody nasty. So when you eat from your plate or once you're cooking and using the utensils, if you even put them in the sink, as soon as you're finished preparing your food, clean up your area, wash the stuff in the sink and place them in the dish drainer, or yes, the dish drainer or your dishwasher. Yes, you place them there, but don't just pile up your sink with plates, knives, forks, spoons, cups, glass, and you see a pile up a pile of plate and all of utensils in your sink. No, you don't do that. Don't do that, because if you have children, that's not good things to emulate, right? And you don't want your child to grow up doing those stuff. So as parents and as adults, when you use your plates, your knives, your forks, your spoon, your glass, your pots, wash them and place them down to dry. Don't leave them in the sink. Some people pile them up until the next day. I have never left dirty utensils in my sink in the nights. Before I go off to bed, my sink must be empty. I don't leave nothing dirty in my sink at nights. Nothing. Everything is washed and put away from the sink. I don't do that. I don't know a lot of people does that, but it's not good. It's not good hygiene. It's not good hygiene, right? So don't do it. Wash your hands before you eat. And that's the 10th one. Wash your hands before you eat. All right? You use your hands to do a lot of things, right? You use your hands to do a lot of things. Make sure before you eat anything, wash your hands. Because there are a lot of things that carry germs. And you're using, you see even your phone, you see the phone? The phone has a lot of germs on it. You know why? You know why your phone has a lot of germs on it? And I think we should wipe down our phones with Lysol, especially when we get home from work, get off the road. Wipe it down. Wipe down your phone with, use a Lysol and wipe it down. You know why? We are at work. We are using our phones. We put it on the desk. The desk has bacteria in it. A lot of us take our phones to the bathroom. And what you do with the phone when you go in the bathroom? You place it either on the sink or you place it somewhere in the bathroom where it won't fall. Am I lying, guys? Am I lying? I'm guilty of it, and that is why I'm telling you. The phone carry a lot of germs. Even your handbags. Even your handbags. You go to the bathroom with your handbag, you hang it on that little thing. Everybody come and they hang their handbags or hang something there. Or sometimes you put it down on the lid of the wash sink, the wash basin, the face basin, or even on the cupboard where the water runs from the pipe. We place the bags there when we go in the bathroom. The bathroom carry a lot of germs, especially those bathrooms that are public. They carry a lot of germs, right? So we have to be careful. We have to be careful of our phones and our handbags. I'm telling you, the phone has a lot of germs on it. So guys, make it a point of duty to wipe off your phone when you get home. Wipe it down. And sometimes when we get home, with the phone in our hands, we come in the kitchen and we just place it down on the kitchen counter, or we place it down on the table. We go inside the room and we put it on the bed. Or, you know, it carry a lot of germs, guys. Take it from me. I'm telling you. The phones carry a lot of germs. So when you reach home, get your Lysol wipes and wipe it down. Or a wet rag and you wipe down your phone. Right? Yes, wipe it down. At least you're at home. It is clean. Yes. So make sure you do all of those stuff. They are good kitchen hygiene practice. Okay, guys? You can't say I didn't share them with you, you know. You can't say I didn't share these tips with you, right? So let us just do the right things. Let us do the right things in life, right? So that we won't get sick. We won't develop any bacteria in our system because there isn't enough money, you know. We are working, but the money is not plenty. And doctor bills is very expensive, right? and we don't want to go there. We don't want to get sick to go to the hospital and hear that they have to admit us. And when after the admission and you go home, you get this bill in the mailbox that you can't manage. You understand? So let us try not to get sick to go to the doctor. Let us practice good hygiene at home and good kitchen hygiene. Right? The kitchen should be the cleanest place in your house, your kitchen. Right? Not everybody going in your bedroom. Not everybody, they might be in the living room. But you know you always keep your living room tidy. But you see your kitchen should be the safest, most cleanest place in your home. Because that's where you prepare your food, the food that is going into your stomach. That's where you prepare your food. So make sure your kitchen is clean, cupboards are wiped down clean, refrigerator is clean, the stove top is clean, the countertops, your sink, whatever you're doing, if you're cutting up meat, make sure you clean down your areas with bleach or vinegar and lime. All right? Yes, so that's it for today. That is it for today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning. Having breakfast and chatting, preparing my breakfast, having it and doing a little talk, right? I hope we all learned something from today's episode. It's an episode, of course, yes. I hope you enjoy something from today's information, right? Yes, let us just live good, live clean, practice good hygiene at home and outside. Make sure to clean your fruits when you buy them and keep your kitchen neat and tidy. All right? Have a great day today. I'm gonna be cleaning up some meat a little bit from now, right? I'll be cleaning up some meat. Don't know if you want to come back and see how I clean my meat, but I'll see what happened. So enjoy your day, right? Enjoy your day. It's lunchtime, 10 minutes after 12. It's lunchtime for a lot of people. Enjoy your lunch, whatever it may be. Just pray over it and it will fill your belly, right? It will fill your stomach. So enjoy your meal, enjoy your lunch. Have a great day today. God bless you. Stay safe. Thank you so much for sharing with me today. Thank you, Sally Ben. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're my number one. Thank you. Yes, guys. And thank you again for making my channel a success. All right? Yes. Continue to make it a success until I reach my goal. And guys, I'm asking you to please to like up the live before you go. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment on my videos, okay? Leave a comment for me. Tell someone about it. Tell them to come over to Back to Basics with Auntie Rose, where she shares positive information. All right? And remember to also watch some of my videos, guys. Give me some watch time. All right? Give me some watch time. Thank you again. Love you guys. Enjoy today. Peace out.